Hi everyone, welcome to Miss Suman's SG Study World. Let's talk about combining like terms. We're going to take some more examples today, a little bit more complicated, and let's see how it goes from here. First of all, to review quickly, what are like terms? Terms that have same variables. For example, if you see in my first one, I have a 2 minus 2x. So x here is my variable. Then comes 5x square. Square is the variable here. Then comes 4x, x is the variable. 3a is the variable. 5x, x is the variable. First of all, we're talking about same variable. So if you look carefully, you will say minus 2x, 5x square also has x, 4x and 5x. These are the same variables. They all have x. I'm going to take away the 3a because this is a. It's not the same variable. But rest of them all have x. Okay. Now comes the second point. Though they all have x, but we are also supposed to check their exponent. What's an exponent? Exponent is the power we are talking about. Let's check the power of these variables. When there is no power written, we have already discussed this. When there is no power written, it means the power of 1. So x has a power of 1. The next x has a power of 2, followed by the next x has 1, and finally the last term also has 1. So my two criterias are same variable, same power. 5x square or the power of 2 is not the same exponent. So what will I say? My same variables are finally minus 2x. This minus 2 has no role here. We are only dealing with, when we are talking about terms, we are talking about the variables. Minus 2x, 4x, and 5x. These are like terms. These are my like terms. And whatever is not like is a unlike term. Let's take a look at the next question. How do I combine like terms? First of all, I am going to bring the like terms together. 9x minus x. Both of them have the same variable with the same power. Let's write down the rest of the question also. Plus 15 is 2. Do not forget the rest of the question. Sometimes I have seen children, they take care of the like terms, but they forget the rest. They get so stressed about the like terms that they forget how to deal with the rest of the question. Do not do so. Secondly, to make our jobs easier, whenever you have a variable and you do not have a coefficient, coefficient means the number written ahead of the variable like this. This 9 is the coefficient here. If you see in my second term, I do not have a coefficient. In this case, what do? We write 1 as your coefficient. Okay, so like terms can be combined. 9x minus 1x. 9 minus 1 is 8. So I will say 8x. 15 plus 2, both are numbers, no variables. They are known as constants. So when we have numbers without variables, they are constants. Let's combine them together and I get 70. So the answer here is 8x plus 70. Let's take a look at the second question. The first term here is x square. My first task here is to look at the rest of my question and see, do I have a term that has x square? Square means the power of 2. No. In this question, there is no term that has x raised to the power of 2. Hence, I am going to leave it like this, writing x square. Now bringing the rest of my like terms together, 5x plus 1x. This has been taken care of. This has been taken care of. I'm left with minus 7. I'm going to write it here. Sometimes I get asked, do I have to write x square here? Yes. As a mathematician, we write this as highest order. What does the highest order says? Highest order says that any term that has the highest power is in the front and then followed by in a descending order. Okay, so now x square has no other like term, so it comes exactly the same way. 5x plus 1x is a like term. Both of them are being added. Hence, plus 6x followed by minus 7. X square plus 6x minus 7 is the answer to the question. Let's try the last question here. 2y plus 7 minus y plus x. So here I have two different variables. I have y's and I have x's along with a constant 7. If you want to make this question a little bit more tricky, let's do one more thing. Let's add one more y term here. Okay. No, let's add one more term here. Would be really nice. Let's see how my friends deal with it. Okay. So, first of all is bringing the like terms together. I see I have a 2y minus y. I brought them together, followed by plus x plus 8x. I brought these together and I'm only left with a constant that is plus 7. I'm writing it here. Perfect. Now, 2y minus y. 2y minus y would be a 1y. If you remember, we just talked about this, that this is actually a 1y. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 1y plus 9x plus 7. So here we added or subtracted. Basically, we combined the y variables, the x variables, leaving behind the constant that is 7. I hope this concept is much better clear to you now. I hope you'll be able to solve more questions. If you have any questions, any doubts, please feel free to drop me a comment. Next time when I meet you, I'm going to bring some more difficult questions in the same series. Let's keep on practicing together and make sure that this concept gets better and better for all of us. I hope you enjoyed this session. Please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel, and I will see all of you next time. Bye bye.